Well, hi everybody. Welcome to a LEAP Weekly edition of Economic Development Updates for Greater Lansing, Michigan. I'm Bob Trezise. I'm President and CEO of LEAP, Lansing Economic Area Partnership. We represent Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton County. We got a bunch of great stories. As usual, let me remind you to scroll right down when you first see this video clip come up in your email, and you will see 20 or so really great articles that really thoroughly cover all of the economic development news that maybe you've missed over the last couple of weeks. There's a lot going on, a lot of business openings, and I think you'll always have a competitive advantage if with each week and this part of the LEAP Weekly, you get a chance to fully review all of the economic development news in those clips. And I'll also mention real quick, continued congratulations to M3 Group and Tiffany Dowling, their LEAP members. The recent Business Monthly magazine came out for May. This is also a tremendous resource of not only terrific, very timely articles, but you can really use it to promote our region. I mean, it's really a very, very good magazine. I urge you to take a look at all these articles. They're really in depth and a terrific job here. So we have another great resource along with the Lansing State Journal here in our region for the good news and economic development. So there's a lot going on. Let me just tell you a quick, really nice story that captures the spirit of our Lansing area. Last Friday night, I had a chance to take my whole family down to Cooley Law School Stadium, home of the Lansing Lugnuts in downtown Lansing. It looked like a practically sold-out stadium to me. It was a beautiful summer Friday evening, and the downtown and the stadium were packed with at least 4,000 or 5,000 folks. It was absolutely spectacular. Great food, great new stadium. Looking into the outfield, the new apartment building, our project in the stadium, it looks spectacular. You look around and I don't know, I for a moment thought about the way that skyline looked 10 years ago. There was no skyline. There was a smokestack on it, and it was pretty much rubble around it, to be honest. And now there's so many beautiful new buildings and national corporate Fortune 500 type of entities and apartment buildings and the beautiful new stadium and bars and craft brewery places. I mean, it's so filled with people. It was amazing. But the new Lansing area story is not just that. Down the road in Old Town, it was jam-packed as well. And I want to say congratulations to Deb McCullough and the Arts Council of Greater Lansing for putting on the region's first Make a Date, basically, with the arts. And this is a new monthly big social art event gathering in different locations across the region. This one was held in Old Town. It was jam-packed with thousands of people. And there was a different art piece and something to drink in each storefront or building front. It was absolutely fantastic. So what a beautiful Friday evening in Lansing area. And next weekend, not this, but next weekend is the East Lansing Arts Fair, which of course is a national caliber art fair. It will be filled with tens of thousands of people. We look forward to that. Tomorrow, Saturday, this Saturday is Adopt a River in downtown. Also Saturday and Sunday in Old Town is the state's largest, I believe it is, ukulele festival. And Sunday I'll add at 3:30 at Micah in downtown Old Town is the monthly Lansing Poetry Club meeting where the public is invited to come and enjoy reading and listening to original poetry read by local poets. By the way, did I mention that our region doesn't have a poet laureate? Did I also mention that the state of Michigan is one of only 6 states not to have a poet laureate? Come on! We got to wake up to this kind of thing. We're a global community. We need a poet laureate here in the region. The state needs a poet laureate. There's a bill right now up at the House. State House. We need to join the other states, and our region needs to join Grand Rapids, Detroit, and the UP in having a regional poet laureate. But these are all important symbols of a new way of thinking, a greater sophistication of being part of a global economy and a global community. So, hey, there's a little personal commercial from me on that point. I want to say also thank you and congratulations to Deb McCullough and the Arts Council of Greater Lansing and the City of Lansing Mayor Bonero's office for successfully getting a $40,000 grant from the National Endowment federal folks for a $40,000 study to do a permanent amphitheater stage in Luadado Park, the Riverfront Park in downtown Lansing. This is another asset that is badly needed in our region, a permanent major stage like that outdoors. And so finally, perhaps Mayor Bonero and the Arts Council's vision for that could be achieved in our region. But thank you and congratulations to all the folks involved in that. I also want to say thank you to a great friend and a visionary, Chris Sell, who has done a great job of putting together what is called the 501 group. This is an amazing committee. LEAP has been participating and handling a number of affairs with regard to this committee, but Chris Sell and the group have a young group. This is millennials, young professionals, students. This is a way of creating a series of events in downtown Lansing to showcase nightlife in a major downtown to millennials, to students, to potential interns, connecting them, students to potential internships across our region and our corporations. But as a third leg to that, trying to connect them to the lifestyle of our region and trying to make all sense of it so it's good for business, good for students, good for young folks, good for our downtown and lifestyle areas of the region where this event will rotate around all summer long. But a great new addition to the economic development activities and strategies of our region. Chris, thank you. Also want to say a big thank you to Michigan Economic Development Corporation. They're a terrific statewide economic development organization, and they have done a great thing again for a lot of the regional economic development agencies across the state, as well as ours. And they have given us a chunk of money to partner with the MEDC and recreate a very targeted, quality-driven retention visit program that had kind of fallen off a little bit over the last half a year or so due to severe budget cuts and very unfortunate budget cuts to the MEDC. But now we're going to staff a person, Marcia Madel, here at LEAP, and Marcia will be doing 75 highly targeted quality visits over the next 7 months with key businesses across a variety of sectors in our entire 3-county area, working with our local partners, working with the MEDC. It's going to be a terrific program. Of course, retention is a basic foundation or fundamental aspect to successful economic development. So thank you, Marcia Madel, for joining our team under contract with LEAP, with funding from the MEDC. It's going to be a great partnership again, and it's a great way to serve our business community. There was also a nice moment for economic development activity and workforce development is sort of quietly this week there was final approval to reshape what was known as Keep Learning. This is an effort to connect students and people to the skill sets that are necessary to take the many hundreds, if not thousands of jobs across all sectors that are currently available in our region. How do we do a better job of that? How do we prepare our workforce better? And so we've had a nice committee. LEAP has played a leadership role in that. This all falls under Capital Area Michigan Works. Chris Holman, as chair, has done a terrific job. Stan Koguk has led us as our interim executive director. But LEAP and the others, but LEAP has played a very profound role in reshaping this to be very private sector driven, a completely different model or an evolution of the model to make sure that the public sector basically that has all the money and the bureaucracy and the employees to put together tremendous programs to help train people for jobs, but how do we connect them better to what the private sector really needs and wants? How do we connect communication and observation between the two? How do we really connect real partnership? And this new group is called T3, and it's going to be a great effort, a brand new workforce development model for our region. And I'm very pleased that LEAP played a very prominent leadership role. I'm so happy and impressed with Capital Area Michigan Works as well for allowing such an innovative model to take place, and it conforms very nicely with the new federal and state models that have been interacting, trying to be more private sector driven. But this is, I think, over the short and long run, going to be a very important initiative. So everybody, what another great couple weeks in economic development, and we'll talk to you in another couple weeks. Have a great one.